Hey, what's up guys, and welcome to a new China phone test video. So today we'll take a look at a very awesome phone, the Orientphone N3 Octa-core FHD, and this one is maybe the best alternative to the real Note 3 since it has amazing specs and only costs $270. I ordered this one from Orientdeal.com. The link is also in the description, so if you want to, then please check it out. And as always, I will split the whole test video in two parts. Part 1 will be the unboxing of the phone, and part 2 will be the actual review. Okay, so now enough of talking, and now let's take a look at the box. Okay, so here at the backside of the packaging we can see the real specs of the phone. So it comes with a 5.7-inch Full HD IPS display, which just looks amazing. We have 1 or 2 GB of RAM depending on the model. I have the 2 GB model. The same goes for the ROM, 16 or 32 GB. I have the 16 GB version. Then regarding the camera, we have a 13 megapixel back camera and I think a 0.5 or 2 megapixel front camera. Here it says 500 MP, but there's just a failure. We have dual SIM card support, frequency band from GSM 850 to 1900. Also you have 3G support, no LTE currently. We have Wi-Fi on board, GPS, full HD record and playback, a 3200 mAh battery, and it's ultra thin. It's only 7.9mm thick, just like the Xperia Z2. The seller is Orientdeal.com, a China electronics wholesaler, professional OEM distributor, and provides worldwide shipping. Okay, so this was the box from the outside, and now let's open it up and let's take a look at the phone and the accessories. So there we go. Here at the top we can see the phone, which is in the air buffer. So now let's get it out of the air buffer. And here it comes. And I have to say this phone is really huge. So it's a little bit bigger than the real Note 3, but it's a little bit slimmer than the Note 3. But it's really awesome. We have a 5.7-inch Full HD display, and you can see that it is a IPS display because the display is completely black when it's turned off and not gray. Looks really awesome. Also here it's really thin, just like the Xperia Z2. And also the overall build quality of the phone feels and looks really amazing. But now let's take the phone beside and let's take a look at the other accessories which are in the box. Then further in the box we have a free S-View cover, so it is included and you will get it when you purchase the phone. And this cover comes in white with a transparent window and has exactly the same functions like the real one. So you can take a look at the time, you can answer calls and you can open up messages. Also here on the back side we don't have a Samsung logo or something, we have the Orientphone logo. Here at the bottom we have a hole for the speaker and at the top we have a hole for the camera. All in all, looks pretty amazing and it's included for free. Now further in the box we have some other things like a charger, charging cable, 2 batteries and a headset. But now let's take a look at the charger and at the charging cable. So let's get it out of the box and there we go. So this is the charger and I have to say it looks pretty solid. We have an input voltage range from 100 to 230 volts. The output is 1 amp at 5 volts, which is more than enough to charge the smartphone. Also here on the top we have a USB connector. So here you have to connect your micro USB cable and then connect it to your smartphone to charge it. And this charger is made for the power sockets here in my country. So if you're living in America, then you will get a different charger. Okay, then now let's take a look at the USB cable. So what you get is a white and solid micro USB cable. And the Orientphone is not using a micro USB 3.0 connector like the real Note 3 does, but I don't like the big connector anyway. Okay, so that were the charging accessories, and further in the box we have a user manual, 2 batteries and a headset. And now we'll take a closer look at the batteries. As I said, this phone comes with 2 batteries and both have a capacity of 3200 mAh and are running at 3.7 volts. The production date is also on the battery, so those are from November 2013. Also there's a serial number on it. Then on the back side we can just see the pin layout. And I have to say those batteries are completely different than the batteries from the real Note 3. So those batteries here are much slimmer and therefore bigger. And the pin layout is completely different. So here we have 3 pins, on the real Note 3 we have 4 pins. And the batteries are as slim as possible to keep the whole phone as slim as possible. And now here we can see the headset which comes with the phone. So this one comes in white and it's not a in-ear headset. Here we have this little clip so you can clip it to your t-shirt. Then now let's open up the headset and let's take a look at the microphone and at the remote control. So there we go. And here we can see the remote, which also contains the microphone. So here we have a mute button, and here at the other side we have a volume up and a volume down button. And also here's the microphone, so you can use this headset to make calls or to listen to music. And you can plug it into your smartphone using the 3.5mm connector. Then now let's take a look at the speakers. So the speakers are really big and maybe they're not that good for small ears. Also, if you like in-ear headsets, then you maybe should get a other headset. But except of this, they look really sturdy. Also, last but not least, in the box there was a user manual. So this is a basic user manual and just tells you something about the basic Android features. Then now let's open it up, and further here in the user manual there was a sticker. And the sticker here is really useful because on the sticker you can see your IMEI number 1 and your IMEI number 2. So be sure not to lose the sticker because, for instance, if your phone gets stolen, you can lock it using the IMEI number. Then further here we have some basic information here in this user manual. So if you never have had a smartphone, then it's useful, otherwise you won't need it. And now finally let's take a look at the phone itself. So this is the phone here from the top. Once again, you can see the IPS display is completely black, so this is a really good quality display. Here on the top or on the bottom we don't have any logo, only on the back side we have a Orientphone logo. And now we'll take a look at the top of the front side and take a look at the camera and all the sensors. Okay, so now here on the top we have a few sensors, and I think the most left one is a light sensor. Then we have the speaker, then I think we have a gesture sensor, a proximity sensor, and then we have the front camera. The front camera should have 5 megapixels, and the front camera should be capable of doing pretty good photos, but we will later see this anyway in the review. Okay, then now let's take a look at the bottom side. And now here we can see the home button in the middle, and just like on the Realme Note 3 it's a mechanical home button, but left and right from the home button we have capacitive buttons, so the left one is for the menu and the right one is the back button, just like on any other Android device. Here we have a closer look at the back side, and just like on the Realme Note 3 it is plastic, but it's plastic with a leather look, and it also has this fake stitching here around it. Then now here we can take a closer look at it. Instead of a Samsung logo, we have here a Orientphone logo. Then above the Orientphone logo, we have a LED flash and a 13 megapixels back camera. And the LED flash is very bright here on this device. Then also we have here the stitching which goes around the cover and which gives it a better fake leather look. And here at the bottom side, we can see the hole for the speaker. Here we have a little microphone, and right to the microphone we have the micro USB port. This one has only one microphone and the Realme Note 3 has 3 microphones, so basically that's the main difference. Here at this side we can see the volume up and volume down key, and except of this there is nothing here on this side. You can just see once again how thin this device is. At the top you can just see the 3.5mm headphone jack, and you can use any headset you want to, so you can use the headset which comes with the phone, or you can connect any 3.5mm headphones. Then on the opposite side of the volume up and down key we have the power button, and here at the power button we can also see the hole in the cover to get the cover of the phone. And I will do this right now because I want to take a look at the internals of the phone and get my SIM card and the battery into the phone. Just give me a second to get the back cover off, and basically what you have to do is just go in there with your fingernail and then pull the back cover off. It's really easy, and then you can easily insert a SIM card, a SD card, or you can just change the battery. Okay, so now let us take a closer look at all internals of the phone, and let's start with the slots of the phone. So the slot looks a little bit different than on the Realme Note 3, but basically we have here a SIM card slot, and as I said it's a dual SIM card slot, so there's a second SIM card slot, and you can also put in here a SD card if you want to. And what really impresses me is that the antennas are labeled. So here we can see the Wi-Fi and Bluetooth antenna, here we have the GPS antenna, and mostly the antennas on Chinese smartphones are pretty bad, but I think on this one it's actually good because the layout looks good, but we will later see this anyway in the review. Then here we can see the LED flash, and here the back camera as I said before. Also here we can see the pins for the battery. And also here on the back side we have some screws, so we don't have hidden screws and you can easily open it up if you want to. Okay, then now let's take a look here at the bottom side, and here we can see the sticker. So this is from Orientdeal.com as I said before. Then further here we can see the speaker, and it says 3D sound, and the Realme Note 3 has a metal cover, whilst this one has here a textile cover. Here we can see the GSM and WCDMA antenna, and here we have the micro USB connector to charge the phone or to connect it to your computer. Okay, so basically that were all the things here from the internals. And now I will insert my SIM card and the battery. So I think the left one is the SIM card slot 1, at least it says micro SIM. So let's get my SIM card in there. And there we go. And now let's insert the battery. So there's only one way for the battery to fit. And it's with those contacts here up. Okay, so the battery is in. And now let's reattach the back cover. And then we are ready to go and start the phone. And to reattach the back cover, basically all you have to do is just put it on your phone, press multiple times here around the frame, and then it fits. Now let me start the phone and let's see how long it takes for booting. So there we go. And here we can see the boot screen. So Android Jelly Bean. Oh wow, the boot was really fast. I don't know if it was in standby or not. But it has a octa-core CPU, so the boot can be really fast. So now let me insert my PIN code, and there we go. It is unlocked, my SIM card is working, so I also get a signal. And I have to say it feels really smooth, and the display looks so sharp, that's awesome. But now let's go to settings and let's see on which Android version it is currently. So let's go to About the phone. And here we can see that it is currently on Android 4.2.2. And I will try to get it to 4.4 or at least to 4.3. And also before I upload the review, I will test it out for some days to see if there's some bugs. I will test the performance, but also the daily usage, camera and more. Therefore the review will be online next week. But at the first look, I have to say it's an awesome phone. If you have questions, you can leave your questions right here under the video in the comments, but you can also visit my new website, which is chinadevices.com, to stay tuned for the latest information on China phones. So as always guys, thanks for watching and I hope I see you again in my next videos. Bye bye!